Hope in the midst of sorrow. The news. I had never seen Martha so upset. She paced back and forth, wringing her hands, her eyes red from crying. If Jesus had been here, Lazarus wouldn't have died, she whispered. I sat beside Mary, who hadn't spoken a word all day. She just stared at the ground, silent tears slipping down her face. I wished I knew what to say, but what comfort could I give? Lazarus was gone. Then, a whisper ran through the house. Jesus is here. Martha stood up and ran outside. I followed, my heart pounding. Would Jesus be able to fix this? Or was it too late? If only. Martha reached Jesus first. Lord, if you had been here, my brother wouldn't have died, she cried. Jesus looked at her with so much love. Your brother will rise again. I know he will rise in the resurrection, Martha said. Jesus placed a hand on her shoulder. I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will never die. Do you believe this? Martha wiped her tears and nodded. Yes, Lord. I believe you are the Messiah. Then she ran back to get Mary. When Mary saw Jesus, she collapsed at his feet, sobbing. Lord, if you had been here, my brother wouldn't have died. Jesus knelt beside her. His face twisted with emotion. Then he did something unexpected. He wept. Where have you laid him? The crowd murmured as Jesus wept. Some said, see how much he loved Lazarus. Others scoffed, if he can heal the blind, why didn't he keep Lazarus from dying? Jesus stood and asked, where have you laid him? We led him to the tomb, a cave with a stone sealing the entrance. Martha hesitated. Lord, it's been 4 days. The smell. Didn't I tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? Jesus said. Martha nodded, and the stone was rolled away. Jesus lifted his eyes. Father, I thank you that you hear me. I say this so they may believe that you sent me. Then, with a loud voice, he cried, Lazarus, come out. From death to life. The crowd. A figure emerged from the tomb, still wrapped in burial cloths. Lazarus. Unbind him and let him go, Jesus commanded. Martha covered her mouth in shock. Mary fell to her knees, sobbing, this time with joy. Lazarus looked at us, confusion and awe in his eyes. What happened? Jesus knelt beside him, smiling. You were dead. But now you live. Hope filled my heart. I finally understood. Jesus didn't just comfort those who mourn, he gave them new life. And he still does.